Yeah, rewrite it.
Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Whoopin podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bad Big Sexy. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, podcast, 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 woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, 501, baby, pig, podcast, football, basketball, pod, whatever you need, podcast, woo, pig, shout out to fans, man, woo, pig, keep the support live, let's get it, podcast, you know we gon' keep it real every time, every single time, woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, we too cold, baby.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Woo Pig Podcast, coming to you live from the Insurance Max Studios, where we talking about everything Arkansas Razorback football and basketball every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. It's Wednesday. It's a makeup day. You know what was going on. The national championship was happening. Man, don't forget to check us out on the woopig.com. But we want you to experience peace of mind with Insurance Max, your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. Don't wait. Call today for a free, no obligation quote. Secure your future with Insurance Max, where protection meets affordability. Dial now and safeguard what matters most. 870-534-2823. West, Caleb, and Sandy. Let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig Podcast. They'll take good care of you. And man, the Woo Pig Podcast, man, we streaming on all major platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to us on all our platforms. If you enjoy the audio-only version of the podcast, you can check us out everywhere. Apple Podcasts, but we really rock with Spotify. You can switch between audio and video over there. Check us out over there on Spotify. We can't forget about the OG sponsor, 3M Electric, serving Northwest Arkansas. They are your trusted commercial and residential electrical contractor. As a SDV OSB, they're dependable and reliable with no job, too big or small. When it comes to your electrical needs, contact 3M Electric, 479-408-9865. Let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig Podcast. They got something special for you. And you already know who I got in the building.
Yo, what it do, Woo Pig family? It's your boy, G Holmes in the building, a.k.a. Big Sexy. Somebody out there holler for me.
Oh my God.
Ooh, what it do, OD?
Hey, man, we back for another great
back.
episode, man. After the
man,
national
take a little
championship
break.
game, we back to kick it with a hog
Yeah.
pen, man, where it all go down. We're going to talk about these hogs. But, you know,
We gonna talk
before we
about
get into
it.
that, we take the bad little brother everywhere we go.
Man, y'all got that little boy with y'all?
Never too much, never too much. What's up with Pig fam?
Y'all got that
Man.
bad little boy with y'all today?
Now,
No.
on the last show, man, we had a crazy show, man. We sitting there talking about all
was so
kinds
crazy.
of stuff. In the news drop, we got Calipari coming to be the coach of the Hogs, and man, it was a epic. It was crazy to see how to go back and watch it and how we were reacting. DZ was just
I know, right?
DZ was going
He was
crazy.
just on
man.
one, wasn't he?
Hey man.
Yeah,
I
Deezy
couldn't-
was
I
just
couldn't feel my
excited,
body.
man.
Yeah,
So, I
it
mean,
was
talk to
the
me about
way-
that feeling that you. Talk to me about that. What really was it like? Because that was real time. We didn't really have time to really just go back and think about that. So, really, how was it for you?
It was light out of a dark place. Like imagine being in a dark tunnel, you feeling your way through, you can't see nothing, and then out of nowhere a train come through. You like, whoa, like I forgot what light looked like. We was talking about Daryl Walker and Jans, and my heart was hurting. And then out of nowhere, Coach Cal arrived. So it was one of the greatest
Yeah.
days ever for me.
That's what's up, man. For me, it was just it was okay. Now let's build something, and I know he know how to do it. So I was excited, just my real time reaction. I was excited because I was pulling against OD. OD was just like, man, in no way, no shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? It is funny to go back and watch the show, the previous 15 minutes and just watch Oliver's demeanor change. It was so funny to go back and watch that, man. So if you guys didn't see the last show, go back to about the 120 and watch Oliver and how he reacted, and how it took about 20 minutes, DZ, for him to start being like, ooh, whoa, wait a minute.
Hey,
wait.
I got to think about all the recruits. I got to think about all the recruits we was about to get. I was like, man, we no longer have to worry about no scrubs, man. Hey, man, thanks out the Sarge, man. Thanks for becoming a member, man. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting the channel.
Yo, appreciate you, man. Supporting three bruhs, man. We just out here, we just out here doing it for y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, but man, let's get into the show, man. I want to know, man, is Cal washed up, bro? Are we getting a washed up version of Coach Cal? Does he still have it? Does he still got it? Or is he like Shaq and Boston?
Come on, OD. That's the question you're going to put to me. Man, first of all, you just, I was just talking about the way I felt about it. And now you're going to just follow it up with that question. Man, what kind of dude is this, Deezy?
Trying to set you up.
Man, it's a setup, ain't it?
Hey, I want to know, man.
How D get down.
Deezy, how you feel?
I guess we kind of got to go to, let's look back before we think about what the new could be. He took Kentucky to, I believe, 4 Final Fours, 2011, 2012, 2014, 2015. He won one with Anthony Davis in that squad. So, I mean, we talking about a legendary. Somebody made a post earlier when they said, we lost a coach and gained a legend. So, I mean, it's kind of like when Jordan came off the Bulls. Like, would you not want to be the Wizards? Like, I mean, I know it didn't work out overall, but you still got some great moments. So, I really, really, really think this is going to re-energize him. I mean, he just been there too long, 15 seasons. It was time for change, and nothing can make a man feel greater than getting a new job. Like, imagine if you could leave a job you at right now and start fresh somewhere that really wants you. That's a great feeling. So I think we in store for a lot of greatness with Coach Cal.
What you think about it, G?
Well, okay, so I really do believe that it was time for a new duck. You know what I mean? And so I was listening to, his little thing that he put out to the University of Kentucky, talking about how it was time for them to hear a new voice. And I get that. I understand that point. It was time for them to hear a new voice because his weight as Coach Cal didn't carry as much weight anymore. Maybe because he hadn't been as successful in the last 5 years. So now, his word ain't as heavy as it used to be. They saying it like, hey man, that was back in 2012. That was 11 years ago. That was 12 years ago that you done that. You ain't done nothing. You've been getting beat in the first round. So it ain't that he forgot the recipe. He was just, the bakers quit, buying into it. So what do we gain? We gain somebody that clearly has the recipe. And he had the recipe when you couldn't even pay him. Allegedly. And, you know what I'm saying? I preface. So we're talking about a man that know how to do it, but now you're going to give him $6 million? You're going to give this man $6 million and $8 million. That's even more salty. You give him more NIL money than any program in the country. Then you give him a blank slate. Like, you know what? All these scrubs that we don't want you to have to, play with nobody else cards. You got yourself a brand new deck. Loaded like you want to load it. Crazy. Think about that. He can say he can go back and watch the tape on these cats and be like, you know what? This is a contract. This is a year-to-year contract, and you don't have one. So call your mom and them and tell them we appreciate, y'all being Razorback. Y'all can keep the memorabilia. We don't want you.
Bye, Felicia.
And that's what he can do. And now he got a blank slate. So if Coach Cal was building a team, what would he start to anchor with? What would he start to, what's going to be his choices? Because that's all this is going to be. That's all it's going to be.
Whatever he want.
Whoever he want. He got $8 million. And he got a bone to pick now. Because the people in Kentucky, I've been stalking some of their sites and stuff and just, seeing how they feel about it. Bro, they giving dude the business, man.
Facts.
I ain't lying. Like real business. They real greasy. They being real greasy to him.
But
and
that's
what you mean?
That's why I'm asking that question though. Like, are we really getting who we think we getting?
Bro, who do you think you're getting a legendary coach? Yes or no?
I mean, I'm a Spurs fan.
Yes,
I love Greg Popovich. He was great he's great.
You ain't answered the question, sucker.
I'm answering the question. Greg Popovich, all-time great coach. But man, the last 5 years since Kawhi left, man, super trash. We ain't did nothing. And
so it's him? You don't think he got the recipe no more?
Hey, it ain't
I'm
like
asking you. That's your guy,
he ain't
though.
had the players.
That's your guy,
had
though.
The players, G. And I'm going back to Cal. He's had the players.
Okay.
But tell me this, OD. But let's rephrase it like this then. If you were the Washington Wizards right now and the Spurs coach left, would you hire him? Would you hire Pop
Absolutely.
as the Wizards right now?
Okay.
Absolutely. But the thing about it is, the point that I'm making is Pop is in his 70s. My guy Cal, he's 65. That's so I'm asking the questions, bro.
Okay, so in 15 years from now,
you know what I'm saying? I'm 65.
15 years from you about to be 50. So 15 years from now, I ain't fooling with you no more.
Hey,
what that sound like?
20 years ago, you might have picked me up on the basketball court. 20 years later, ain't got it no more. He watched.
I wouldn't pick you up today. What you mean?
Exactly. So that's my point.
Yeah, you can't be on my team.
That's my point. And
bro,
so that's simply the point that I'm making, bro.
But coaching is not physical. It's mental. I mean, for me, most of the coaching is really in the classroom. What is he going to be teaching them in those meetings about scheming? They're going to be running plays. I mean, they're going to be running an offensive set where you had to have, some sort of an IQ, not just athletic ability. That's the difference in the modern day athlete is you have to have the IQ coupled with the athleticism to be able to do it. You can't just have a good IQ, aka Hudson Clark. He ain't no dummy. He understand, but his feet just don't move fast enough.
True that.
So
I'm just asking the questions, man. I'm asking the questions that need to be asked, and I know a lot of people don't want to ask the questions, but your boy got to ask the questions, man. But let me jump into my super chats real quick, man. I got a couple of them I need to take care of. Hey, flex on it.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We got Smoke Baby FA01. Let's go, Woo Pig. We got basketball team getting a splash coach, and with the football team looking good right now, just know the heel is cooking. Woo Pig.
Man, appreciate your Smoke, baby.
Man,
supporting the channel, man.
Smoke Baby hit us again. He said Coach Cal will be successful this year. Just watch and see. Just watch and see.
Man, that shot's fired. That shot's fired at all the naysayers is what that was.
Hey, shout out to Ken right now.
That was you too. You got some of them buck shots, OD.
He said, I don't think he is washed up. I think he got comfortable where he was, and now a fresh start will revitalize him. Hey.
I feel that, Ken, right?
Hey,
I feel that.
I'm with it. Go ahead, Deezy.
I just want to speak to the whole him being old thing, cause age is about your spirit. When y'all watched his goodbye to Kentucky, did he feel old to y'all? I didn't feel that. I didn't feel a 65-year-old man that's on his last leg. I felt a guy that's like, so y'all gave up on me? Y'all don't believe in me?
Oh, that's what we're doing?
Bet.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's what I like. I actually like that the Kentucky fans going crazy on them right now. That's the fuel that we need. I would hate if everybody was like, "Oh no, we love you. We're gonna miss you." That's grandpa energy.
Hey, yeah, I want him to leave with a little bad taste in his mouth.
Exactly.
But him and their AD had already. I kind of done a little bit of background on him and his AD, and they really wasn't getting along, for the last, few years. So if the AD and on his campus, he was the highest paid because, of course he had that little caveat that no one can be paid more than him, but he also that's a football city. They football team is trash. So it ain't making no money. So, that was the revenue bringer for that university. So he had some pull, and they was bumping heads. So it was just time for him to get out, and he made some records there. And now let's see what you could do with a blank slate. And money not be an obstacle. Ain't no other coach had this. And you gonna give a legend that?
Come on, man. I think you might be muted, OD.
My bad. Shout out to my guy, Matt. We appreciate you, man, for supporting the channel.
Appreciate you, Matt.
He says Kentucky hasn't won the title since 2012, but since then, would you rather have what they had or what we had? Cal got something to prove. Hey, I ain't knocking it. I feel you 100%, man, and I'm with it. I don't want you guys to think that O ain't with it. O is with it, but I'm gonna ask the questions that everybody else scared to ask. I'm just gonna ask. So,
but ask him then.
That's what we're doing right now, because right now I want to know if we don't win the ship or get to the Final Four next year. With all the resources, the $8 million that we paid, and the $6 million in NIL, is it a failure? I need to know what y'all think about this, man.
Say no. I don't think it's a failure. One, because even though he is a legend, he's still gonna have to get acclimated to Arkansas. He's still gonna have to bring in people to Arkansas. He gonna probably put together a new coaching staff, whether it's people he knows or not. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be people he knows. But I mean, like, whether these people have worked together or not, he gonna still have to rebuild a system. So we are gonna have to give him patience. I'm gonna keep it real. As long as we make the tournament this year and maybe win one game, I'm cool with whatever comes out of this season. Win the first tournament game at least. I think that is a fair ceiling for a legend coming into a new school.
Well, and they're going to be watching that out of him anyway, because he done got kicked out the first round the last few years anyway. So if it's one important game to him, going to a new school, having this type of canvas is that game. That game.
Yep. Yeah. I don't think as Hog fans we should be too crazy with it. Like, let's not run them out of town after the first season. Like, let's not do that.
Man,
if it's just a dumpster fire, I can understand people being mad. Let's say we don't make the tournament year one and we bring in all these 5 stars and recruits, then I could see you being mad. But if we get to the tournament and win the first one, I don't think it necessarily has to be a Final Four. That's all I'm saying.
I think he's rejuvenated as a coach. That's what I think it's going to be. Because now all those old, coaching stories that he would tell his kids that, he know it's a good speech, he can now get back in his old bag of tricks. He can get back in his old bag of tricks because guess what? It's a new bunch of people that ain't heard it. So now he can really reinvent himself because these people don't know. The only thing they know is what they've heard. So now he gets an opportunity to make any type of adjustments that, as a coach, he knows, this is what led me here. He can make all those type of adjustments if he's a true coach and adjust it to where the people in Northwest Arkansas, they don't even have to, try to find out who he is. They already know. So then he can do that and they'll love him. They'll love him because we hated him. Razorback fans, this is how O is. We really hated him, but we hated the institution. We never really hate the man. O just switches it when the institution is better. He don't like the man either. So it's hard for Razorback fans to be like, dang, I got to cheer for this dude because the only thing we see is that Kentucky blue. That's all we see. We don't see nothing else. To think that we would ever see him in a red Razorback, especially for the OGs, we would have never thought that. So that's what is the difference. Or do we question him as far as his coaching ability? Nah. Our thing is we question loyalty. Razorbacks are loyal. We question his loyalty. He got to prove that. The rest of it gonna take care of itself.
X.
You muted.
Nah, you muted again.
Yeah, I keep doing stuff on the side. My bad. Anyway, I put up a poll at the beginning of the show. Bus, if we don't reach the Final Four, win the championship, which one is it? 37% say yes, 63% say no. But I put up this comment from the Sarge. He says he has to have time to get his system going.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man,
I
gave you $14 million. Time ain't on your side. We need to win today.
See, but that's not even really. It's not really feasible though. It's not feasible.
Hey, in the time of the transfer portal, it's feasible, bro.
Oh my God.
It's feasible. If you can be the guy that you say you are, you can bring in them top recruits and mix it in with the transfer portal, guys. What you mean?
So you telling me your expectation? No, I'm not gonna tell. You tell me what your expectation is.
Chris Beard took over.
I
Miss.
ask you, no. I ask you for this.
Cook, bro. I let you cook. You let me cook. Chris Beard took over
this
the Ole Miss Rebels, and they was big trash. Big trash. Now they didn't make it to the tournament, but every time we played them this year, guess what? We got mollywop. I don't even want to hear that I need time to get my system going. We need to win coming out the gate. I don't know. Get your system going. Get what system going? I need 7, 8 players to come in here and get going. That's what we need. Ain't no time to get your system going.
I don't see it being his system is working with one and dones. That's what he has done. So that's why I don't feel like it's gonna be any drop off for any wait for victories. It might be a wait for just that next great team, but to get to the tournament, he literally was a part of the beginning of the one and done era at Kentucky. So man, I think this is not new to him. I don't even think he really needs too long. I think at the most he'll need this season, and then the season after that we gonna be on top. If we're not on top on the first season, and I think that's a possibility too.
Okay. Let me.
Because okay.
Shout out to Danny Burns, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. He said, "Respect the man. He bona fide." Hey, man, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm with that, man. And I don't know, bro. I truly believe that. I think he's gonna be all right. I think he'll be all right. I mean, who are we to question that?
What you mean? We the Woo Pick Podcast. We question everything.
Well, no, I'm talking about you personally.
What I mean?
Yeah, I'm talking about you personally. But
I question everything. I am that guy. I'm gonna question everything, and I'm gonna ask the questions.
We know.
I'm gonna ask the questions, man. That's just what it is. Man, what else? Okay, let's keep the party moving.
Hey, Coach Box had a late customer, and he about to slit his wrist. He had something. He had a segment, man. He about to slit his wrist. Box, we're gonna save your segment, man.
Yeah. Well, he about to miss it. Hey, did Coach Cal have cold feet, man? Or were the Kentucky fans trolling us? Or was this some smoke? Did he have cold feet? Did he go back and say, hey, I just want to know if I can get my job back if you want to match that NIL package? Or is the Razorback fans just having PTSD, man? That's what I want to know, man.
I think it's absolutely ludicrous. I can't wait till Unbiased get on here because I know he gonna feel me on this one. It's no way Kentucky fans can on one breath say, "Oh, we can't wait for Coach Cal to get out of here. Oh, we can't stand him." Blah 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 blah. And then on the other hand, and be like, "He wanted us back. He tried to come back. That's why it took him so long. That's why he was walking his dog in Kentucky this morning." Hey, let me tell you something. This not a young 20, 30-year-old coach that can't wait to move to a new city. Coach Calipari probably did everything he wanted to do in his life. He might not even sell his home in Kentucky. He probably just going to buy another house here. He got that kind of money. So this whole notion that he was trying to go back and forth and leverage a new contract, no. He already had one of the best contracts of all time. I don't think any of that is true. I think he just wanted to do it in a classy way, like his video from home where he was comfortable. I think he just wanted to take his time. He's done charity work there. He got businesses there. You don't just up and leave because you got a job in Fayetteville the next day. Like when you are an established person like that, it takes time. And I think as soon as you take a little time and you in the spotlight, here come the rumors. So no, I don't believe none of it. I'm sorry. And that just might be me being a naive Arkansas fan, but I'm sorry. I don't believe that Coach Cal was going back and forth between Kentucky and Arkansas. I don't.
Okay.
Interesting.
What's say UG?
I don't think anything is beyond the realm of truth. I believe all rumors have some truth in them. So the fact that there was supposed to be a press conference today, and not being a press conference today, they're going to announce it tomorrow. They just put out a news. I mean, it's just so uncertain because no one has came out and said it's a done on ink deal anyway. They haven't. Even Sports Center, if you're watching any outlets when it comes on, they all keep saying within 24 hours, within 24 hours, within 24 hours. So I don't know what that negotiation is like. I'm sure there are lawyers involved. There's a lot of things that are involved in those type of contracts because of the language that has to be used. And I mean, so I'm sure he probably had some people to go over it. I mean, I don't know. Did he say? I don't know that. I mean, so I hate to say it like that. So I don't know. I'm going to say no. I don't believe it.
Okay. I think all coaches probably do that kind of stuff, man. So I ain't gonna hold it against him if he did do it. But at the end of the day, man, he about to be the Razorback coach, so we gonna ride with him. I think it was just Razorback fans having hog PTSD because we never get the guy we really want, and then now we got Coach Cal, and we like, oh, the sky,
it ain't real.
It ain't real.
Yeah.
The eclipse about to blow us all up. So I just think we were just on Twitter just tripping out, and yeah, I took unbiased word with the PTSD. So yeah, absolutely, I just think that's what it was, man.
Man, think about it. We got a reason to have PTSD. Kiffin did it to us. Beard just did it to us. That's all we know. So it's okay, Hog fans. It's okay. I'm here to tell y'all it's okay. It's coming. The light is at the end of the tunnel. We can see it. It's Thursday. Friday right around the corner.
It's right around the corner, man. Right around the corner. Speaking about Friday, what you got, OD?
I'm gonna read this super chat real quick. Then I read that one already. Hold on, let me make sure. I thought I had one. I did. Here we go. David Smith. Cal is happy now. He wanted to bring in and put his son on the staff, and the Kentucky AD said no. He is going to do that now. Hey, I'm with it.
Bring your son. Come on, boy.
Yeah.
Let go.
Now, what was you about to say, G?
No, I was going to say this Friday, we're going to be up on the hill. Just letting everybody know on Friday night at 6:30, We're going to be in Fayetteville that weekend for the spring game, and we all going to be at Walk-Ons on Weddington. The address is 1199 North Shiloh Drive, Fayetteville, Arkansas, 72704. We're going to be there from 6:30 until we just get tired and go home. So y'all come kick it with the Woo Pig Podcast. It's going to be me, your boy G Holmes, a.k.a. Big Sexy. You got the bad little brother, OD. We're going to have Coach Box and some of the other people that come. I think we got Tonka Todd is also going to be coming in. You guys helped him with us put some money together to get him way up from Luann, Arkansas. So, man, it's going to be a family affair. We got a lot of people coming, so everybody is invited. Y'all come one, come all. Let's pack it out, and y'all come kick it with us. Again, that's this Friday night before the spring game in Fayetteville. The Woo Pig Podcast will be at Walk-Ons right off of Weddington, 1199 North Shallow Drive, Fayetteville, Arkansas, 72704. Come kick it with your boys.
Oh my God.
Absolutely, absolutely. Before we jump into the next segment, man, we're going to take a quick break. Shout out our sponsors, man.
Yes, sir. Experience peace of mind with Insurance Max, your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. So don't wait. Call today for a free no-obligation quote. Secure your future with Insurance Max, where protection meets affordability. Get those guys a call at 870-534-2823. And then you know we got to give love to our guys over at 3M Electric. Serving Northwest Arkansas, they're your trusted commercial and residential electric contractor. As an SDV OSB, they're dependable and reliable with no job that they can't handle. So get those guys at 3M a call at 479-408-9865. And let them know you heard it on the #1 podcast in the world, baby. Woo Pig Pod. A Woo Pig. Woo Pig.
Absolutely, 100%, man. Man, hit the button, hit the wrong button. All right, man. I'm gonna jump into some of my comments that I favored along the way, man. Shout out to my guy Sam Jones, man. He says, "OD, I'm going to challenge you to think about Andy Reid and what he was before Kansas City, and what he rejuvenated to after taking the Kansas City job. Sometimes new horizons can bring out the best."
I love that.
Absolutely, man. He came to Kansas City and did his thing. So yeah, I'm with that. I can see that. But the difference, I'm just gonna put this out here. We talking Donovan McNabb or Patrick Mahomes. I'm just saying. Moving on.
Hey,
Woo Pig Honcho,
move
shout
on,
out
man.
to you.
Hey, y'all
He
need to
said-
hit the like button while y'all in here. Hit the
He
like
says,
button.
"We never paid a basketball coach $8 million. They waiting on the bot to approve the contract, which they doing tomorrow morning."
Man,
Yeah,
they ain't waiting on no. Man, they ain't waiting on no money like that.
The board of trustees.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't man.
I
Man,
think
they
that's the
always
done
have,
deal.
Yeah, that check was
anything-
already wrote.
I feel like if anything, they trying to see if they want to give him more. We good, y'all.
I know,
Hey,
right? They
shout out
good.
to one of our members, man, Steve Dobbins, man. He said Coach Cal is going to set the bud off. Well, we
it's gonna
sure
be
hope
fun.
so.
Man, we sure hope so.
Man, Unbiased says
think
his
about
lawyer
it.
shut that down already. I'm assuming he was talking about he was going back asking Kentucky to match the offer.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
crazy. Because
It's-
he knew what they felt. Like he said in the little video, like it's time for a new voice, and you don't say that if you don't already feel that beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got Michael Kapiski. Shout out for being a member, man. He says, "How many ballers does Cal bring with him? Hogs need bodies."
Oh man, they got bodies. They had
Who?
wasn't there recruiting class like number 2 this year so far?
Yeah,
Yes.
but how many he
Yeah.
bringing with him is the question. Two. How
we
many,
don't know
how
that
many
yet.
actually
2 of them
already
hit the portal.
decommitted, Deezy?
Yeah. So he got 2 guys from Kentucky that's already in the transfer portal. They had a big 7'1" center. I believe his name was Crawford, or let me get
Bradshaw.
my stuff. Oh, Bradshaw. That's what it was.
Aaron Bradshaw.
Aaron Bradshaw, 7'1" center. Still got like, I think 3 or 4 years of eligibility left. They had another guy, Hart, that's a shooting guard. I doubt that he comes through just because I think that Coach Cal will want better. I'll say this. My overall thing is this. I don't think we're going to have that problem. Like, we got to think about what all we have to offer now. Arkansas was already the number 3, a top 3 school in attendance, period. So when it came to basketball, we was filling up seats no matter what. Now you add Coach Cal, and then you add basically unlimited NIL. Y'all, I don't even think y'all realize he can get whoever he wants. Like, y'all, everybody in this comment section always say, "Oh, it's all about the money nowadays." We got that now. So for us to keep making excuses as if this university is still gonna be scraping from the bottom of the barrel is crazy. We got an A+ coach, we got A+ NIL, we got an A+ environment just in Fayetteville, just in Bud Walton. So I think if he had the number 2 class, he might end up with number 1 messing with us.
It may be a little bit late for this year's for him to capture number 1.
And Raised Outdoors, man, he says Arkansas Board of Trustees has to meet to approve Calipari contract, which is above normal according to University of Arkansas bylaws. It will be approved and he'll be announced tomorrow. Tyson is funding this hire. Hey, that's it then.
We got the way you suckers is eating chicken.
Hey, thanks Jerome Tang for saying no. Hey, absolutely 100%. I don't know how far they got with him, but we sure appreciate it.
And you know something else too? You know, they've been talking about the money to get Bud Walton a facelift. So this gonna be the reason. This gonna be the reason that now I guarantee you, if Coach Cal stays here, you know, this year they already in the works of upgrading the facilities. Watch what I tell you.
Absolutely. All right. So the link is in the description for anybody who want to come up and kick it with us. Hey, if you new around here, we call this time the Hog Pen. The Hog Pen get to come up and kick it with us. They hit the link, come up, say what they want to say. But while we waiting on them to come up and do that, man, I got